light that flame, put on that oven, put that apron on, and let's get cooking. Well, welcome to FriarChef once again. It's great to have you here. And we have a guest chef today. Father Frank is with his sister who is doing in the hospital, and she's not doing well. So please remember her and the family in your prayers. And we have one of our own brother chefs here. He is, I can't tell you, I had his food Saturday night, and it was absolutely out of this world.
Fantastic, absolutely amazing.
Excuse me, David.
Absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing.
I'm talking, David.
And I have a story. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, please, not those stories.
Yes, it's a good one,
Where he
too.
ever gets those stories, nobody even laughs.
Yeah, they do.
Here we go. So he made two pastas, which were great. He made a Sicilian campanata, which was, I had it last night for
That was
supper.
good, yeah.
I had it with a ham sanguine.
Oh, by the way,
And
it's Brother
I
Paul.
also had-
It's Brother Paul. He didn't give you the name. It's
Didn't
Brother
even say
Paul.
my name.
Didn't even say his name.
I did so. I
It's
said Brother Paul.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
But he made two cakes. I'd love to have bought you a little piece of each, but the Gaboons upstairs ate everything. They ate everything. The food was wonderful. So here is Brother Paul.
Thank you.
And what are you making?
So today we're making lentil soup. It's a vegetarian dish. I don't
Do you know where lentil soup comes from?
where.
Genesis 25.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can tell you a little about Genesis 25.
Yeah.
Jacob cooked up a lentil stew for his brother Esau because Esau and Jacob were vying for the birthright to the property and everything. So Esau agreed, after he ate this delicious lentil stew, to give the birthright of all the property to Jacob. So that is the first biblical recording of lentil stew soup.
Well, there you go. All right.
Thank you.
Let's get on with the food.
It's a biblical religious show, okay?
Oh my God.
So the first thing you want to do is cut off the ends of the carrots that are kind of a little old. Those are not going to go into the soup. And then take off the outer skin. You can use frozen carrots. You can use fresh carrots. Whatever you prefer. This is a very versatile soup. Sometimes it's easier if you cut them into smaller bits. You want to cut them into bite-sized pieces. So all of your vegetables should be within the same size. You can also use whatever kind of lentils you prefer. Today we're using a green lentil, as you can see, but you can use yellow, you can use red. One of the things you need to do is to pick through your lentils. We've already done that. And the reason for that is sometimes there's some lentils that are a little bit darker or may have dried out. There might be some stones in there depending on where you get your lentils from. So you want to just pick through them, make sure that they're all good lentils that you want to use, and now they're soaking. You can soak them for half an hour, even up to 6 hours. This helps in the cooking process. So you don't have to soak them, but you may need to boil them a little bit longer if you don't. Okay, so again, with celery, you want to wash them because the ends of celery can actually gather some dirt. So you see here they've been rinsed, all the dirt has been taken off. Take off the edges that you don't want, and then again, cut them into bite-sized pieces, about the same size as your carrots. If you don't like celery, or if you want to jazz up this recipe, you can also use fennel. It's an aromatic kind of celery that tastes a bit like licorice. So for onions, so you want about a half of a regular size, medium size onion. There are all different kinds of ways to chop onions. One of the easiest ways is, of course, because it's round, is to cut it in half. So you'll see here that I left the end on. Some people will say that leaving the end on will prevent you from crying when you're cutting your onions. Because once you cut that end off, it releases all of the, whatever the chemical is that makes you cry. Again, in keeping with, we want the onion to be about the same size as all of our other vegetables. And then cut down this way, and you have perfect pieces, and then you can discard the end. So we're ready to start our soup. So the first thing you want to do is get your heat on and put a little bit of olive oil in. I tend to be a little heavy-handed. Our recipe says just a few tablespoons, but for me, I like to just cover the bottom of the pan. So in first go your vegetables. I'm putting in carrots and celery first because they take a little bit longer. Celery, carrots, and onions into the pot. And so we're letting them cook a little bit until they get a little translucent. Into that, we want to add, may I have the garlic, please?
Garlic coming up.
Oh, I thought for a minute.
I know.
here we
You
go.
thought no garlic for a
No
minute.
garlic.
Garlic. Minced garlic, but you can cut it up whatever way you like. And we just want a little bit. That's about 2 cloves, okay? So 2 cloves of garlic, in it goes. So because this garlic is chopped so well, we want to get some liquid in there before it starts to burn. So we're going to add our tomatoes. We have here canned tomatoes, San Marzano. You can use whatever kind you want. However, you don't want to use tomato paste or tomato puree if you can. You want something with a little body. So in go our tomatoes.
Do you think Esau had tomatoes and Jacob when they made this? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not San Marzano.
For sure not
Maybe,
that, yeah.
maybe Cento, but not San Marzano.
Give them a chance to kind of cook together for about 2 to 5 minutes. So, next ingredient, your vegetable stock. You can use vegetable. If you want to make this non-vegetarian, you can use a beef stock or even chicken. But you want about 5 cups. Okay, it may look like a lot, it's going to cook down.
How long does it cook?
Until it's done.
I like exact
I like that.
directions.
That's a good
exact
Italian.
directions.
Until it's done.
Until it's done.
Probably, depending on how high the heat is, you want to cook it for a half an hour to 40 minutes. Because you need to then cook your lentils. Remember, we picked through them and we've soaked them for a bit, so they're ready to go. Next, you put your lentils in, okay? And always give it a stir so that nothing is stuck to the bottom of the pan. And then go in your aromatics. So we have here 1 bay leaf. You can use dried. This seems to be semi-fresh. And then 2 stalks of rosemary. Again, if you can't get the fresh, you can use the dried. It works just as well. In they go.
No salt and pepper.
Oh, of course. Salt and pepper to taste.
That's good.
That's simple. Paul, that looks absolutely delicious.
Thank you. So we have our finished soup.
Is it time to taste?
Do we taste?
David.
I love lentil soup. Oh, God, does it look good.
Bon appetito.
Bon appetit.
Appetito. That's good.
That is delicious.
Now we knew how. What was that guy's name in the scriptures?
Jacob. He made the stew for Esau.
Jacob and Esau. And Paul made this stew for us.
Right. You're going to give him your property?
Yeah. What property?
There you go.
The only property I have is Sophia, my dog.
No, it's all right.
Is it right? Thank you very much.
You can keep her.
This is delicious. I love lentil.
A toast to our new chef. Nice dish, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming,
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
and we'll see you soon.
Say it. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Thank you, Paulie.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Paulie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello and greetings from the capital of casual, Negril in Jamaica. We are at St. Anthony's Kitchen in Negril. It is our Franciscan soup kitchen, serving breakfast to children and lunch to people Monday through Friday. We heard that you were making lentil tomato soup. And we thought we might like to just add a little Jamaican spice to that. And so here's what we recommend.
Okay, you could add a pumpkin soup mix.
Braised pumpkin soup mix. Braised pumpkin soup mix. Scallion thyme, scotch bonnet pepper. Throw in a little bit of coconut milk powder. And of course, don't forget the lentils.
Delicious.
Delicious.
And if you really want to spice it more,
You
put
can
in
add
2 of
Extra
those
Scotch bonnet pepper.
Scotch bonnet peppers. They are hot.
Mm-mm.